Our mission is to keep this work pure and accessible to everyone. If our work resonates with you and you find value in what we share, please consider supporting us via the link in the description.
There is something quietly miraculous happening every time you sit down to chant. You are not building something new. You are not earning something that was withheld. You are calling back what has always been yours, what has always been you, a radiant and unbreakable nature that was never truly gone, only covered over by fear and habit and the slow accumulation of doubt. Nichiren Daishonin taught that the Buddha nature does not come and go like weather. It does not arrive when your life is going well and disappear when it falls apart. In one of his most beloved letters, he wrote that the treasure tower exists within our own lives. That tower is not a reward, it is a fact. It is the ground you are already standing on, even when you cannot feel it beneath your feet. When you chant Myoho Renge Kyo, you are not begging a distant power to notice you. You are sounding a bell that has always existed inside you, and the vibration of that sound clears away the dust so you can see what was there the entire time. The Lotus Sutra speaks of a man who falls asleep at a friend's house, and while he sleeps, the friend quietly sews a priceless jewel into the lining of his coat. The man wanders for years in poverty, struggling and suffering, completely unaware that he carries great wealth right against his body. This is the condition the sutra describes for all of us. Not that we are broken, not that we are lacking, but that we are carrying something we have forgotten about. Chanting is how you remember. Each session is you reaching into the lining of your own life and finding the jewel again. And this changes everything about how you see other people. When you truly begin to accept that your own nature was never lost, only obscured, you cannot look at another human being the same way again. The rigid picture you carry of who someone is, the story you have built about their limitations and their failures and what they are capable of, that story is not the truth. It is a construction. It is made of the same causes and conditions that once made your own suffering feel permanent and fixed. Nichiren wrote to his followers again and again that to honor the Lotus Sutra is to honor the Buddha nature in every living being. Not the nature they have proven, not the nature they have shown you so far, the nature that is already there, waiting, the way the jewel waited in the coat. Tian Tai, the great Chinese Buddhist teacher whose writings Nichiren studied deeply and praised with great reverence, described the mind as containing 3,000 worlds in a single moment of life. What this means for how we treat one another is staggering. Every moment you look at a person and decide you know who they are, you are collapsing 3,000 possibilities into one small story. You are freezing something that is always in motion. Causes and conditions are never still. The person who disappointed you last year is not the same arrangement of causes and conditions today. The person you have written off is not finished becoming. Neither are you. This is not naive. This is not asking you to ignore real harm or pretend that behavior has no consequences. It is asking you to hold your conclusions loosely, to remember that the map you are using is always smaller than the territory. Nichiren himself was exiled, condemned, nearly executed, betrayed by people he trusted. He did not respond with softness that pretended reality away. He responded with a fierce and rooted clarity that came from knowing his own nature could not be touched by any of it. That is the source of real compassion, not weakness, not wishful thinking, but the unshakable knowledge that what is essential in you and in every person you will ever meet was never actually in danger. So when you chant today, let it be a remembering, let it be a homecoming. And when you turn to face whoever is in front of you, let the teaching soften the edges of the story you have been telling about them. They are, like you, a treasure tower walking around in ordinary clothes. This channel is a labor of sincere practice and discipline.
Over the years, we have shared more than 3,000 videos freely, driven by the vow to make these teachings available to every seeker worldwide. To ensure the highest quality and consistency, we have personally invested thousands of dollars into the production of this content. We have done this gladly to protect the integrity of the message. While we frequently receive sponsorship offers from external organizations, we respectfully decline them. We believe that to keep the teachings pure and our transparency absolute, we must remain independent of corporate influence. Because we are not monetized by YouTube, this work is sustained only through our personal contributions and the generosity of our community. If you have found value in this library of resources, we invite you to help us sustain it. Your support is never an obligation, but it is a vital contribution that ensures these teachings remain free and accessible to all without compromise. If you wish to walk this path with us, you can find the support link in the description.